Granny's recipe for cabbage cake. Take 6 large moldy cabbages. Mash up the cabbages with your potato masher. Put the cabbage mush into a baking tray. Bake in the oven until your whole house smells of cabbage. Wait a month for the cake to go stale. Slice and serve. Sick bucket optional. Ben squirmed. He didn't want to upset Granny, but there was no way anyone would eat a piece of Granny's cabbage cake unless they were intimately related to her, and even then they would probably spit it out when she wasn't looking. I think a chocolate cake from the supermarket would be better. Well, you seem to have thought of everything. I'm very impressed, you know. The idea of using that old pipe is genius. Ben flushed with pride. Thanks. But how did you know about it? They don't teach you that stuff at school, do they, about sewage pipes and that? No, said Ben. It's just, I've always loved plumbing. I remembered the old pipes being in my favorite magazine. He held up Plumbing Weekly. It's my dream to be a plumber one day. He looked down, expecting Granny to tell him off or mock him. Why are you looking at the ground? Asked Granny. Well, I know it's silly and boring to want to be a plumber. I know I should want to do something more interesting. Ben felt his face turn burning red. Granny put a hand on his chin and gently tilted his head up. Nothing you do could ever be silly or boring, Ben, she said. If you want to be a plumber and it's your dream, then no one can take it away from you. Do you understand? All you can do in this life is follow your dreams. Otherwise, you're just wasting your time. I guess. I should hope so, honestly. You say that plumbing is boring, but here you are, planning to steal the crown jewels. For goodness sake! And it's all down to plumbing. Ben smiled. Maybe Granny was right. But I have a question for you, Ben. Yes. How do we escape? A plan like this is no good if you are going to get caught red-handed, my lad. I know that, Granny, so I thought we should go out the way we came in, through the sewage pipe, and swim back across the Thames. It's only 50 meters wide, and I've got my 100-meter swimming badge. It will be a dawdle. Granny bit her lip. She obviously wasn't sure that any of this would be a dawdle, not least swimming across a fast-flowing river at night. Ben looked at her with hope in his eyes. Well, Granny, are you in? Are you still a gangsta? She looked deep in thought for quite a while. Please, pleaded Ben. I've loved hearing all about your adventures, and I really want to go on a heist with you, and this would be the ultimate, stealing the crown jewels. You said yourself it was every great thief's dream. Well, Granny, are you in? Granny looked at her grandson's glowing face. After a while, she murmured, yes. Ben leaped from his chair and hugged her. Brilliant! Granny lifted her weak arms and embraced him. It was the first time in years she had really hugged him. But I have one condition, said the old lady, with a deadly serious look in her eyes. What? Whispered Ben. We put them back the next night. And that's the end of that chapter. Enjoy the rest of your story.